I know. Hey, what's going on with you? This is Skater Claus coming at you live from Skater Claus Labs with Tyrus, and I also got my other son, Arjun, with me. And right now, we're look how cute that is. We're basically homeschooling because, of the whole corona issue. And so part of the way to keep me sane and give all of us something to do is to make these live videos. Yeah. It just kind of keeps me sane. And I'm also trying to document, one, what it's like to homeschool while the coronavirus is going on, and then also, hey, don't touch the phone. Also to basically, I'm hoping that maybe eventually we could have some type of like get enough people who are interested in watching that they could tune in and like kind of interact with us while we're doing our music appreciation time. So if you all don't know, no one's on right now, but for whoever watches this, Tyrus and I, we do what? What is our other YouTube channel? Hip hop breakdowns, right? We do breakdowns of hip hop. We listen to hip hop and we break it down. So anyway, I just kind of want to have this as a time for people to talk about music, because that's what we're gonna do. This is like music appreciation time. We're gonna talk about music in general, and then also just I would love if I could it would be so cool if we could have an open discussion, because I'm getting a little stir crazy with being stuck inside all day, and it would be nice to have some interactions with other people and talk about something I love, which is music. So today we're not going to talk about hip hop because there's there's so much hip hop out there. It's not like we'd ever run out of stuff to talk about. But we talked about hip hop yesterday. So today we're gonna listen to a few different songs. And first one, we're just gonna talk about what we like about it, what we don't. Excuse me. I'm not coughing because I have corona. I promise. But so we're just gonna listen to some music, and then also talk about some themes in the music and some basically musical tools that they use. So the first one that I want to play is a part of what is usually referred to as, excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat. It's usually referred to as Dance of the Nights, and it's by this guy who I'm not gonna say his last name right. It's like Prokofiev. I don't know. It's Prokofiev, and it's from the ballet that's based on Romeo and Juliet, and it's one of my favorite pieces of all time. Also, I think it would make an amazing hip hop beat. I would love to see someone rap over this. Get in frame. Get in frame. Come on. Now we gotta listen too. So anyway, this is the Dance of the Night from, Romeo and Juliet, the ballet. So we're just going to listen to it and kind of talk about what we like about it or what we don't like about it. So here we go. So, Tyrus, what did you think about that?
I didn't like it that much.
Why not?
To me, I just didn't really like the beat of it, and it sounded kind of weird, and I didn't really like it that much.
Okay. That's fair. So there was nothing that you really liked about it?
The only thing I really liked about it was that it would show if it was a green note, it would show something green with the letter of the note, and if it was blue, it would show a blue thing that said the note.
The green note was the right hand, and the blue note was the left hand. So again, this piece is supposed to be played by a full orchestra. This version is done on piano alone. But yeah, it's really cool. It's kind of almost like the video I'm watching is kind of almost like an instructional video where it shows you how to play this song. I love this song. I think it would make an amazing song for someone to rap over. Like, I think you could basically just sample this and have an instant classic. Just that boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, ba-bum, 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 bum. I mean, that alone would just make a dope bass line to me. So, that's the first one. So, Tyrus, please get back in frame. Please pay attention. And let's listen to this, which is basically a video where it's hip-hop being used, classical music being used in hip-hop. And this is probably one of, if not the best well-known classical music songs, which is Beethoven's Fifth. But it's kind of chopped up and sampled. So let's just give this a listen real quick and see how people can kind of take it and use elements of hip-hop, with classical music and sampling to make something new and interesting. So, if you just search hip-hop meets classical, there's a 45-minute mix, which is just all instrumentals of hip-hop and classical together. So basically hip-hop beats made with classical music samples. So let's give this a listen. All right, what did you think, Tyrus?
I thought that one was pretty good.
What did you like about it?
I really liked the beat.
What? Hey, set up. What about the beat? What did you like about it?
I liked the part where I really liked the singing.
There was no singing in it. There's absolutely zero singing.
There was.
Well, there were some samples that were cuts on records.
Yeah, that's what I like.
So you like the cuts on the records?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's talk about a motive. Do you know what a motive is?
No.
So did you hear how it started out? Da 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 da.
Uh-huh.
So that's probably the most well-known example of a motive ever. is Beethoven's Fifth, and a motive is basically where you kind of set up like a rhythm of delivery throughout a song. Okay, so as you can see, like it's a orchestral piece, and there's different instruments that will kind of take on that da 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 da, not only like the rhythm but also like the relative note delivery of it. So motives are really important, and they're actually really important in hip hop too. There's a lot of people who set up motives with their rhyme, and I've talked about this in some of the videos on my channel. So a motive in your rhyme would be like if you were like da 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 da, and you every bar you use that same kind of delivery as far as timing goes. So that's a motive. So what did you think, Tyrus?
I thought.
You liked it?
Uh-huh.
Do you think you'd like the regular classical song better, or do you think it was better that it was mixed with hip hop?
I think it was better that it was mixed with hip hop.
Okay, how did it make you feel?
Pretty good.
Good. Okay. And so now, since we were talking about motives, let's go to a completely different genre. I've never touched on any of these genres before, either classical or anything else, but since we were talking about... You keep falling off. Your bungee's too small. Since we're talking about motives, I wanted to go to a song by Radiohead that I really liked, and it's actually the song that got me into Radiohead. I wasn't like, hey, Arjun. Yeah, this is what homeschooling's all about. But yeah, I wasn't into Radiohead like for OK Computer or Pueblo Honey or any of those. I got into them with sorry, I'm wrestling two kids right now. The release of My Mind's Blanking Now. It was the album before Amnesiac. Kid A, I think it is. I think it's Kid A. But this song's called National Anthem. And this song sets up a motive with the bass. The bass stays consistent throughout the entire song. But then the song goes crazy, like later on into it. So let's just listen to a little of this, and then we can see kind of what I mean by the idea of a motive. And I mean, with this, like, a lot of the parts other than the bass don't necessarily stick to a motive, because especially at the end, which I'm not going to play the whole thing, but at the end it goes into like this crazy jazz, like, horns and stuff like that just going all over the place. But the bass is consistent throughout the whole song, and I think it makes for a cool contrast between the bass always staying consistent and then the song kind of going nuts at the end. So here is National Anthem by Radiohead off the album Kid A. so I'm gonna pause it there. And actually, I was only gonna play about that much of it. Hello, hello. But let me go and like just skip ahead towards the end of it, because the end's really cool because it just goes off in this like crazy like, let's see, just like horns and stuff. But then they maintain the motive as far as like having the bass part be consistent. Alright, so let's just stop it right there. As you can tell, that was, it's kind of a crazy song. And I feel like one of the cool things about setting up that motive with the bass line and keeping it consistent throughout the entire song is kind of something that like anchors it as it starts to get crazier towards the end. Tyrus, what did you think?
I thought it was good.
You thought it was good?
Uh-huh.
What did you like about it?
I like the part at the end with the horns.
You like the part at the end with the horns? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Did you like the bass line?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Yeah, so again, like I said, I mean, that's setting up a motive, and I feel like in that song particularly, it's kind of a cool device. Sorry, my youngest is playing Simon over here. If you guys don't know about Simon, if you're too young, Simon's a cool game. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, I feel like the bass line anchors it, and, you know, kind of gives a contrast or like, you know, something that's consistent while it gets crazier and crazier. So anyway, all right, everything here is going nuts. So this is the life of a homeschool teacher. This is how it is right now during coronavirus. But this has been Music Appreciation with Mark, aka Skater Claus, Tyrus, and then Arjun. You want to come get in the video one more time? Come get in the video. Look here, come here. Come get this pillow. Yeah, he gets in the video when I don't want him to, and then when I want him to, he goes and sits over in his chair. So yeah, that's what's up. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna probably do this every day for the foreseeable future. And if you want to talk about music, please talk about music with me. But peace, love, respect as always from Skater Claus Labs, and everyone that's out there, stay safe. Peace. 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 Peace.